So you want to start working out, but you literally have no equipment and you're just at home. No worries, because in this video I'm going to tell you exactly how to start. The thing working out is that a lot of people think is like this really big thing that you have to, do and get jacked and all that, which is true. Like, the end goal is to get jacked. No, the end goal is not going to get jacked. The end goal is to live a healthy, fit lifestyle. But that's the point I'm still trying to hammer at here. Working out is more of a lifestyle thing. It's something that you don't just do and stop. It's like you're meant to basically do it forever. So, whatever level you can do. Obviously, maybe when you're like in your 60s or 50s or something, you might not be able to do it as rigorously as you do it now that you're young. But the point of working out is to stay fit. It's not when you want to work out. I don't want you to think about it as some complicated thing. Like, literally any form of like physical activity is a workout. When lifting heavy weights is not just when you work out. Anytime you do any form of physical activity, that kind of gets your blood flowing or gets you sweating or gets you pumped up or whatever, that is literally working out. So going on a walk, that is exercise, that is working out. Going on a run, that is exercise, that is working out. Doing push-ups, or maybe like walking up the stairs or something, still exercise. So when you want to exercise from home, you want to start with the basics. You don't want to do anything too fancy, you don't want to do anything too complicated. Forget all the equipment, the dumbbells, just forget all of that stuff. Want to just focus on the basics, the fundamentals, because you want to set the foundation, right? You want to start with the simple stuff. When you start with the simple stuff, you go up from there. In fact, I just finished doing a workout right now. I don't know if you can tell, I'm kind of sweaty and all that. So if I was waiting for like, I have to go to the gym and all that, in this my area here, there's no gym. This is like 9 p.m. or something. Like, basically it just means I wouldn't have worked out today. I would have just been like, no gym, no weights to lift, whatever. That's it. But I still chose to work out anyways. So I'm just going to give a very brief run through of the basic exercises that I do, and I recommend a lot of people just start with. So the very, very, very good, like most recommended, is just push-ups. Get on the floor and literally do push-ups, bro. Literally just do push-ups. And obviously, as you get more advanced and as you start to grow and get stronger and progress and all that, there are different variations of push-ups. There's like the one arm push-up. That one is very tough and advanced. But there's like, you can push up and like raise a hand up. That's what they call that thing, push-up and rotation. You can do the diamond push-up. You can do the box push-ups. Burpees, different variations of that. So push-ups is like one that you can never go wrong with. Just want to get started with push-ups. Another one is squats as well. Go down, go up. Literally push up, squats. Now another one is pull-ups. But pull-ups, if you don't necessarily have a bar to do it with, it could be impossible. But pull-ups is another great option, especially if you have a bar or something you can hold to like pull yourself up. Then another one is tricep dips. Or just dips in general. Like if you have like 2 bars to like dip yourself, also very good. But if you don't have those bars, you can use a chair. The chair is what I usually use because I don't really have access to bars and all that. But use chair. Like, that's the thing about home workouts or just working out. Like, you want to be resourceful. You don't want to wait for conditions to be perfect. Or you don't want to only think that it's only when you like go to the gym and lift all these heavy weights, that's when you have worked out. You can usually use whatever you have to work out. Then another one I can think of is sit-ups. You sit down and you do sit-ups, crunches, planks, all these different things. All of these are working out. So like all of these are like form of exercise. So the things that you want to like combine all these things, all these things combined is literally a workout session. And the things you can just focus on just one of these exercises and just crank it out. But usually it's not like the most optimal thing to do. But it doesn't really matter what is optimal right now. Right now, what we want you to do is to just get started. What we want you to do is to just turn this into a habit. What we want you to do is to just feel comfortable with like getting down and doing exercise, being active. That's literally it. But literally, what you literally just do is you combine all these different forms of exercises together, and that's literally is your workout. And you do it in batches of like sets and reps and all that, and that literally is your workout. Obviously, as you progress, you can like go to the gym. But if you even want to just keep training forever without going to the gym, the form of exercise, of working out without necessarily going to the gym, they call it calisthenics. Like, it's a form of exercise where you just use like your body weights to train. So that's literally how you get started from working up. The action step I'll just give you right here, right now, is 2 things. the very first thing, which is the most important, is to just get started. Literally forget everything else, forget everything I've said, forget all the research I've been doing, forget all the overthinking, forget all the like plans and everything. I want you, after this video ends right now, if you're in your room, if you're in your parlor, wherever you are, literally do push-ups. However many you can do, just let me even make it simple for you. Just do 5 push-ups. If you can't do 5, do 2. Literally do 2. If you can't do 2, do 1. And forget about your form, forget about, you know, push-up, like forget about all those stuff. Just get down and do 5 push-ups. Literally just do that immediately you finish watching it. That is the most important thing, because all that really matters at the end of the day is taking action. If you just watch all these videos, do all this research, you don't really do anything, you're going to stay stuck like this forever. I want you to just do push-ups. And the second thing is, you know, I just kind of ran through the basics and fundamentals pretty quick, but if you want like a more structured workout routine, so actually that you can actually get started with on Follow, I've actually created workout routine that I follow personally. That's actually what I just did right now before I started recording this video. So if you want to have access to that workout routine, just click the first link in the description. But if you don't necessarily want that one, or you can just create your own, or you can go to the internet, there are routines everywhere. But if you want the one I personally use, click the first link in the description. By the end of the day, what is most important is that you take action. You're gonna start working out and you become a fitter, more, you know, more handsome, more fit, more jacked version of yourself.